What is up, y'all? Hopping on here, going live tonight. Been a little bit, so we're just gonna jump right in. Talking about making money in the online space, what it takes to make your first $10,000 online. And so we're gonna be breaking it down. But man, it's just been it's been a day. It's been a couple of weeks. We're working turnaround at work, and so I'm not used to working 12-hour days, 6 days a week, but making it work. Man, I'm looking for my board. I don't know where it went. I'm gonna have to do it without the board tonight. That's fine. Um, but I was used to it. I was used to working 12, 14, 16-hour days because that's all I knew. That's all I knew. The only way I knew to make money. But now that I've learned how to create income in the online space, how to do it in the pockets of my day, and now I want to help educate other dads so that they can get time back with their family too. Um, yeah, as y'all are hopping in, y'all do me a favor, okay? I'll introduce myself in a minute if you don't know me. Y'all do me a favor or in the comments, okay? Because I just like to see where everybody's from. So drop your state in the comments. Let me see where you're watching from this evening. Because that's the cool thing about social media, right? You get to see uh you get to reach people all over the world, right? Sorry, I was having a look. Pharaoh from Texas, same. What part of Texas, brother? Um, you get a worldwide reach, and being able to make money in the online space and being able to have that access is an absolute game changer because that means you don't have to bug your friends and family. You don't have to bug your coworkers. I forgot to flip this around. I always do that, y'all. I always do that. I don't know why. But Beaumont, you're like complete opposite side of Texas from me, kind of ish. I'm up in the Panhandle. You know, uh, how's the weather in Beaumont? I figure it's still hot and humid down there. It's been a while since I've been down Gulf Coast area. I used to have to go down there for work when I worked on pipeline, and man, it was muggy. I'm not used to the humidity. We've had a little more rain up here lately. It's usually hot and dry, but I've had some more rain. I'll take it. I'll take it. But hey, if y'all don't know me, right? My name, sorry, phone's blowing up. My name's Logan, of course, based on logan.digital.dad because, well, I'm Logan. I'm a dad, and this is the digital world, right? That's as clever as I got. But a little over a year ago, I was just tired. I was burnout. I was working 40 plus hours a week at the plant. I would get home and I would mow yards in the evenings and the weekends. I was just trying to create that extra money for my wife and my kids, for our family, to try and pay off credit card debt, to try and put some money back for vacation. I knew that our oldest one was going to be going to college before long, and we weren't financially prepared. I mean, really, if I'm just being honest, at 42, I was looking at my life going, how did we get here? I thought I was going to be a lot further ahead by this time in my life. I thought we would. I thought we'd be doing a lot better than we were. But life's expensive, especially when you got 4 kids. Kim, what's up, brother? Sean, you got 4 kids too, or just the life comment in general? You're doing much better. Is it because I didn't wear a Nebraska hat or an Iowa hat, Kim? Is that it? I mean, that's Omaha. That's in Nebraska. I told you I had one for you. Just two. Life in general. Absolutely. All right. Hey, y'all, I got to do this for Kim real quick because he's an Iowa State fan and he ragged on me for wearing my Nebraska hat the other day. So y'all give me just a second. All right. That's it. That's all I got. Enough being corny, for real. um, but I was tired of doing that, right? Because I would go to work, I would get home, I would say hi and bye to my family, I would change clothes, load up the lawn mowing equipment, go mow yards until it got dark. And it just wasn't getting it done. I couldn't get enough yards in a day, but I didn't have enough time in a day. I didn't have time to spend with my family. Um, I just knew something had to change because I was looking at my life at 42 at the time, and I thought, man, what I've been doing for the last 20 years isn't getting it done. If if I continue down this path for the next 20 years, and we'll have 4 kids in college, and we'll have 3 more driving, and all the things, like I just didn't see a way that life was going to change. Anybody else? Anybody else feel that pain? Because I know I'm not the only one, especially in today's economy. Like everything's expensive. Right? Shoot, my wife came home from the grocery store the other day, and she was like, "Ground beef is literally $8 a pound. $8 a pound. How did we get here?" So, not going down that rabbit trail, but I knew I needed to do something different. And so I started looking, right? Because who else on here has ever seen all these people talking about making money online? And you think, I was wondering where the reaction was, Kim. It took it long enough. You see people making money online and you're like, how the heck are they even doing it? Like it kind of makes you mad when they're talking about making 10, 20, $30,000 a month. And you're like, I'm over here busting my chops and you're making some videos on social media. What the heck? Anybody else get a little peeved about that? Because I know I did. Maybe some jealousy, maybe some just frustration, like, thinking my grandparents worked all this time, my parents worked all this time, 40 plus hours a week for 40 plus years to be able to retire. And I just don't see a way me doing that is going to get us to be able to retire. I'm just going to have to keep working forever. So I knew something had to change. And so I started looking. Anybody else looked online? Yes, no. Looked at making money in the online space, thought about it, thought, man, that must be nice. I'll have to text my mom back. She's trying to pawn some stuff off on me. She's good about that. Oh, yeah. Sean, where are you watching from? I don't think I caught it in the beginning if you told me. Let me scroll back up, make sure. I don't think so. No, I didn't see that one. Minnesota. Nice. Never been to Minnesota. What is it? Land of 10,000 lakes? Yeah. Um, I'd like to go to Minnesota sometime. Be pretty cool. I'd like to visit all 50 states, but yeah, you see people making money online, look into things. What's the number one reason why you haven't pulled the trigger and doing something online? And I can guarantee, let me know in the comments because I can guarantee I have thought the same thing numerous times, right? And and stay with me because we're going to break down what it takes to make $10,000, your first $10,000 in the online space, how you could even do it in a month, um, and what it looks like, right? Because there's 5 key things you need, and 4 of them are free. Um, yeah, and so I started looking, right? I found a program because I've tried a lot of things. Oh, don't shoot me, right? Multi-level marketing. Anybody else ever done multi-level marketing? Wayne, appreciate the follow. Where are you watching from this evening, Wayne? Always just like some good engagement. It's nice to talk to people. It's kind of hard, right? Sean, I appreciate the follow. It's hard doing it on chat, but make the best of it. But I found a program that not only gave me the education that I needed because I'd never been a content creator, I didn't have a following. I mean, I'm just a blue collar dad that works at a chemical plant, and I needed every bit of training I could get. I needed somebody to show me the ropes because Yes, absolutely. You can go out there and get this information for free. You can go scour YouTube University. You can go watch people's content and try and break it all down. Absolutely, you can do that. If you have the time to do that, by all means, do it. I did not have the time to do it. So I wanted something that was all in one place that gave me the mentorship, live mentorship, daily mentorship, um, gave me the education that I could go learn on my at my own pace, but something that was going to walk me through it, hold my hand, really, and step me through the whole process because I didn't know the first thing about creating content, how to attract customers, how to brand myself. But this course taught me all that. But more so than that, the thing that really fired me up about it, right? Put a one in the comments if you want to hear what really excited me about it and what should excite you too, because this is hands down absolute game changer. Kim just texted me, y'all. He's not happy with me wearing the court hat. Could just I could just hold it. I got it straight in Lincoln, Nebraska. Cornhead. I bet they're not $22 anymore. Um, sorry, y'all. I see the one, Wayne, right? What really excited me about it, because if you're trying to make money online, what do you need? What's if you're trying to make money anywhere, what do you need? You need customers and you need something to sell, either a product or a service, right? So yes, this taught me how to attract customers to me, and we'll break that down more here in a minute. But it gave me 4 digital products, something to sell. Absolutely, Kim. 4 digital products to promote, to sell. And guess what kind of percentage you get? Every time you sell one of those programs to somebody else that wants to learn how to make money online, what kind of profit do you think you get from that? What is going on? My phone is blowing up. You get 100% profit, not 10% like you're in the TikTok shop, not 20, 30, 40% doing like you're doing network marketing, multi-level marketing. That's not it, y'all. When you get into the online space and you can promote digital products, and I guess if you don't know what digital products are, drop me in the comments and I'll break it down for you just in my blue collar simple terms, right? But being able to promote those digital products, because I saw, I'm like, there are people just like me that don't know how to do anything in the online space to make money. They don't know how to create content. They don't know how to attract customers. They don't know how to brand themselves, and they don't have the time to be dancing on TikTok, to hire a camera crew. But what I saw was that I could learn all that. I could do it in the pockets of my day. Is it Rochelle? I appreciate the follow. I could do it in the pockets of my day around my full time job. And honestly, in the beginning, I thought, man, if I could just make like $900 a month, that would be a game changer for us. I could start peeling back from mowing yards. But if I can make $900 a month, why couldn't I start learning the skills to get better? What are digital products? Digital products are, I always like to put it this way. Sean, have you ever, I don't know how old you are, Sean. I'm 43. Have you ever rented a movie from a Blockbuster, a mom and pop video store, a Redbox? 40? Okay. So you've probably rented a movie at some time in your life, whether it was a Blu-ray, a DVD, or maybe taking it back a little bit further. It is digital growth community, legacy builder. Yeah. If you're taking it back a little bit further like me, be kind and rewind, right? Taking it back a lot further. Come on, Kim. You don't even know, you probably don't even know what DVDs are. Yeah, Michelle O'Neill's the creator of the program, Wayne. Have you heard of it? You remember already. Awesome, man. Awesome. Well, hey, this may be for you. Let me interject this real quick. How long have you been in, Wayne? Digital products, I always like to think of it like this, right? You used to get physical products, whether it was a book, a movie, just over a year. Okay. How are you doing, Wayne? Um, a book, a movie, a DVD, Blu-ray, whatever, right? Those were physical products. You got to hold them. Netflix started sending out, right? You could rent movies online. They would send them to you in a waxy paper envelope. But then what happened? Netflix saw the power of the internet. Netflix saw the power of a digital world because they said, hey, what if we can make all our movies available? We don't have to worry about inventory. We can make them available online in digital form, and people can access them around the world at any given time. And they did just that. And what happened? Netflix shut everybody else out of business because they didn't have to worry about shipping, inventory, packaging products up. They didn't have to worry about any of that. They made it instant access, right? So Wayne, maybe something you're interested in. I don't know. I've started my own community for dads. It's called Digital Champion Dads. Um, and I do some coaching in there, some mentorship, but it's a community for men to be heard, get their questions answered because yes, the digital world is full of women making money, right? K Boss, right? K Boss is inside our community. Right. I think my brain is fried, y'all. After working 72 hours a week right now for turnaround, I am shot. Troubleshooting, fixing problems for contractors, everything else, 13,000 steps a day. I'm shot. Yeah, I thought so. Kim, I'm gonna start texting you when I get up at 3:44 in the morning. And then I'll text you about the time I go to bed at 10:30. Get you some of those 5 hours nights. You'll be up at 3:44. You're gonna be up at 10:30. You told me the other day you can't function on 5 hours of sleep. Come on. Um, right. And so digital products, they're just available online. Apple Music, it's not a DVD, or I mean, a CD, it's a digital product. You can go stream Pandora or Spotify, whatever. Those are digital copies of that music. You can read a book on a Kindle. You can read a book on a phone, on a laptop. Those are digital copies. You just don't get a physical hold in your hand copy. Make sense now? All right, we got to do some housekeeping here. I'll let y'all know real quick before we go any further. This is my only account. I will not message you first. Sean, we'll let's let's dive into it. How soon can you get started? You can get started today, right? And I'll talk about the options because there's 4 options. Okay. There's even there's even plans where you can pay over time, right? And so what you need to do, you can go to my profile picture right up here, smash it. When it pops up over here, smash it again. That will take you to my profile. And you click on that link in my profile to learn more. Okay. So when you click on that link tree, there'll be 2 options. There's one for my community for men learning how to create passive reoccurring income in the online space is it's free for the first 7 days. Okay. You can leave at any time, but uh, we'll talk more about that. But daily pay champions. Okay. Okay, Sean, dailypaychampions.com if you want to learn more. Here's what you'll do. You'll drop your email in, and then as soon as you do, you'll see a short video from me. Okay. And then I'll introduce Michelle O'Neill, the creator of this program, that she was a single mom of 6, a grandmother of 5, and she was looking to get in the online space ran across digital marketing, got started, made her first 100,000 in her first 6 months, made $1 million in her first 17 months, and now 3 years later is closing in on $10 million. And so she's the one that created this program. She's the one that gives us daily mentorship, teaching us how to create content, what to create, talking about mindset. Okay. Now, if you want to hear the 4 options, drop a 4 in the comments for me. And like I said, the great thing about them being digital products is that you could go in there. I got you, Sean. You could go in there, watch that video from me, watch that next video from Michelle, go look at the rest of my website, find out if it's for you. Right. But that's also going to put you in my automated email system where I'm going to send you a free copy of my Freedom Formula Blueprint. Okay. This is the exact strategy that I've used to create thousands of dollars a month in the online space and doing it around a full-time job without missing more time with my family. Right. I got that in my first 10 months. I made more in my first 10 months in the online space than I did in over 2 years of mowing yards. That gave me 10, 15, 20 hours a week back with my wife and kids because now I get to do this from my home. I get to do it in the pockets of my day. The 4 options. Okay. I usually have a dry erase board, and my wife went on a cleaning spree, so I don't know where it's at. I wish I did because it makes life a lot easier. But let's see what we got here. Draw it on one of my coaching clipboard. How about we do that? We'll do it on the old. It's my wife's coaching clipboard for volleyball. Oh, that dry erase has been on there for a hot minute, y'all. Let me fix it, and I'll break it all down. Okay. And if y'all are just hopping in, let me know where you're watching from in the comments. But imagine while I'm doing this, I want you to imagine how it would feel to even make $900 a month in the online space. What would an extra $900 do for you between now and Christmas? Wayne from Phoenix, Arizona. Nice. Man, I want to go out. I want to go out to Arizona for some spring training one year. But my kids are always in basketball and baseball and softball. What would an extra $900 do a month for you and your family between now and Christmas? But what would an extra $10,000 do in the next 10 months? Just like my buddy Brian. Well, it's actually over 10,000 now. He's a month and a half in. He got started with me in July. He was coachable, he was consistent. He got started at that top program because he wanted the most streams of income. And we're going to break that down in just a minute. Be debt free? Absolutely. Brian, even though he is a husband, a dad, working shift work, 7 on, like 7 days, off 7, 7 nights, off 7. All he knew before was work the overtime. He was even telling me when he was thinking about getting started, he's like, man, I was very similar to you. I was thinking about mowing yards. He lives in Alabama. So he's like, thought about pressure washing sidewalks, driveways, houses, just for some extra money, something I could do on my terms. Because when I go work overtime at the plant, it's 12-hour shifts. Right? Brian got started in 2.5 months now. He's made $12,000. $12,000. It is absolutely possible. What would an extra 10 or 12,000? And he made $10,000 in 2 months. 2 months from now, y'all, is right up against Thanksgiving. What would an extra $10,000 do in your bank account between now and Thanksgiving, knowing that Black Friday is right around the corner, knowing that all the Christmas shopping's around the corner? How would that feel? How would that make Christmas feel if you had an extra $10,000 in the next 2 months? Put one word in the comments that would tell me how Christmas would feel this year, because I've been through the Christmases where it was stress, fear, panic, feeling like I wasn't doing enough as a husband, as a father, as a provider for my family. And it's not that we just go over the top for our kids. but it's absolutely possible. All right, let's break down the four options. Okay. And here's the deal. This is about to change, y'all. This is about to blow the roof off, and I'm gonna break it down here in a little bit and tell you why. Okay. So there's four options you can get started at. Okay. And let's just talk about the elephant in the room. Man, $900 sounds like a lot of money. Anybody else? Yes? No? Maybe? It's just nice to be able to afford Christmas for your kids. It is. Absolutely. And when it's stress free, you're not having to put everything on a credit card. Because used to, I would work all the overtime leading up to Christmas, try and take a little bit of time with my wife and kids at Christmas, and then turn around and try and work all as much overtime as I could because I couldn't mow yards in the evenings, right? Work as much overtime as I could to try and catch us back up. Hope that we had a good tax return. Hope that I might get a bonus at work. Yeah, I could never get approved for a credit card, so I went to my local church for gifts. Man, that's hard. That's hard. Life's hard, isn't it? All right, let's talk about it. Because even at that, because listen, this is a one time investment. This isn't every month. This isn't every year. This isn't monthly fees. It's not sales quotas. You make 100% profit on each and every sale. Put a 100 in the comments if that kind of excites you. 100% profit, right? If you could make $900 each and every sale, and we teach you how to use social media to go out and find customers for you and bring them to you, how to attract customers in a worldwide base, right? There's almost 5 billion people on social media. Somebody should get excited about that because we teach you how to attract your perfect customer, not just a random following trying to get 20, 30,000 followers. You don't need to do that. You don't need to go viral. Some comments in this community. Sorry. Got to do some housekeeping every now and then. Okay. Trying to protect y'all, trying to protect me because I will not message you first, but here's what will happen. People jump in this live under some false profile. They come in, um, see who's in here. They'll start sending them messages. I will not message you first. Okay. Put a one in the comments if you hear me. I will not message you first. Right? It will happen. There will be accounts that look like my profile that look similar to my username. But if you look at the at symbol underneath logan.digital.dad, it says at logan.digital.dad. Not extra punctuation, not numbers, not misspelled, not missing letters. Okay. It will happen. I can guarantee you right now. I can almost guarantee you that somebody on this live will send me a message in the next 24 hours and it's like, dude, I was on your live and I got multiple follow requests from you and messages from you. Which one's the real you? This is my only account. This is why I go live on here. I go live to show you that it's me, the real life Logan. And two, I show up for you guys to give you some hope because I needed just that. I needed that hope that I could actually make money in the online space without giving up my full-time job, without wasting all my evenings and weekends being glued to my phone, being glued to my computer. But listen, how many of us doom scroll social media anyways? Get on there, look for something, waste time because we're bored, nothing's on TV, we're on our lunchtime break. We lay down in bed and start doom scrolling and we lost 15, 20, 30 minutes wasting time. Anybody else? I've been guilty of it. Anybody else? Me? Yes? No? Here's the deal. Like I said, a one-time investment. Even if you just broke up that top investment over a year, Let's break that down and look at it, what it would cost a day. That's less than $2.50 a day. Where you make 100% profit on done for you digital products. Wherever you invest, you get to the master resale rights to that. That means you get to resell it over and over and over again for 100% profit. People want to make money in the online space. People need the knowledge, they need the know-how, they need things to sell. But more so than that, wherever you invest and everything below it, you get that to resell as well. So that one-time investment gets you $1,900 worth of done for you digital products that you can sell for 100% profit over and over. And we teach you how to attract the customers. We teach you how to have an automated system. We even give you that automated system to work for you in the background. And if you don't know what an automated system is, drop a 1 in the comments for me. Right? All I could see in the beginning was $900 a month. Sean, I got you. Who has went to a website to look for something to buy? Hey, I appreciate the love. Oh, my light died. Y'all. I'm gonna turn on my other light, I guess. Wah, wah. It's not as good, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Who's ever went to a website to buy something and a little box pops in? Can you use AI? Ah, Sean, you just touched on it. We're about to launch um the next, I don't know, I don't know what you call it, add-on into the program. It's going to launch fully in Spanish. There's going to be AI training in there. There's going to be more affiliate marketing training, how to do TikTok shop without spending more time. But yeah, anybody else use Chat GPT? I never used it before, but I use it all the time now. I use it all the time now because I didn't know you could train Chat GPT to know who you are. And when you can train it to do that, and you can train it who your perfect customer is, right? My perfect customer is a dad that wants to get more time back with his family before it's too late. A dad that wants a better life for their family, not just punching a clock, trading hours for dollars, barely getting by at a job that just pays you enough to keep you there, but doesn't pay you enough to get you ahead in life. But getting that time back with your family takes one of two things. You either have to cut your budget, cut your budget, cut your budget so that you're not working the overtime or the second job and you've got breathing room in your finances, or you can create more income. But when you can do it using an automated system, so if you ever went to a website to buy something, that window pops up and says, "Hey, drop your email in or drop your phone number in, and uh, we'll send you updates. We'll send you product releases. We'll give you free shipping on your first order." Anybody else ever dropped your email on one of those things and then probably never opened your email? Guilty, guilty, guilty. Me talking to me. Yep. Yep, Kim. That is an automated system. They don't have somebody sending out thousands and thousands of emails every single day or once a week or whatever. They have an automated system. We give you an automated system to use. So when people go to your website, they want more information, they drop their email in your website, your automated system goes to work. We give you 30 copy paste emails that I like to call them templates because you can use it for coding. Awesome, Kim. I mean, Wayne. I was reading Kim's below that. And I don't know the first thing about coding. And that's the great thing, right? I'm not a techie person. I didn't know the first thing about creating a website, but the website's 95% done for you. And you just have to follow some simple videos and copy, paste, set some things up, put a picture of you on there, right? Your website's going to look very similar to mine. Um, yeah, $900 just broken up over a year is less than $2.50 a day. That's less than a 20-ounce bottle of Coke. That's less than an energy drink, most energy drinks. Right? A lot of people are going to Starbucks, spending more than that on a cup of coffee. Would you be willing to invest $2.50 a day into a business that could pay you $900 months, $900 weeks, learn how to start averaging $900 days? $900 a day over a year is $328,500. Logan, I can't even imagine $900 a day on average. $300 a day is $109,500 with a 2-hour workday, following a simple strategy. It's not always easy. It's simple, right? Being your own boss isn't always easy. There's days you don't feel like it. You can use Klarna. I used to have Afterpay, but they changed some things. Klarna. Why am I drawing a blank? Let me pull it up. Boop, boop, boop. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank today. Yeah, there. I don't think I have PayPal set up on mine anymore. Uh, Afterpay, Klarna. I've got some other ways. Right, my buddy Brian that I was talking about earlier got started for $56 a month. He even got it for zero down. Made $1,800 in his first 2 weeks. So he had made his full investment back and was in profit mode within 2 weeks. How would that feel? How would that feel? That'd be pretty daggum exciting, right? So we touched on the automated system, right? Those emails go to work for you. The cool thing about it though, y'all, is that those emails, once you set them up and you put your website in there, every time somebody gets one of those emails, it's directing them back to your website where you make 100% profit, where they get to go in and see if it's for them. They get to find out all about who this is for, who it's not. They get to see success stories. Listen, if y'all want to see Artie, what's up, man? If y'all want to see inside my website, drop a one in the comments. Or you can just click on my face up here because I know a lot of people, right, like me, like sit back and watch. Right, you can click my face up here, click it again, it'll take you to my profile page, and then all you have to do is drop your email in. You'll see a short video from me, and then it'll take you to a video of the creator of this program, and I'll show you what to do next because I see that, Wayne. Right, I'll walk you through the very beginning. How about that? Okay, let's flip this thing around. Oop, I almost hit mirror. That wouldn't have done it. Hey, let's see here. Right. So that's my website right up here. dailypaychampions.com. You can go up there to learn more. You can just type it in a web browser, www, and then you'll see this picture of me here. Actually, we're in the same hat. Look at that. Discover how to earn 100% profit online using a proven blueprint. Okay, you drop your email in, hit that blue button. It will take you to this page here. Look at that guy wearing my Packers hoodie. I know Kim likes that. Yes, the link is in my bio to learn more. dailypaychampions.com. Right. So after watch that short video from me, here's some success stories, right? Daniil, $10,000 for March, completely smashed. Marsha, $1,350 in one day. Joseph Schroeder, $5,000 in 8 days. So far, 600, just at the $600 sales, right? Because there's four, if you remember, there's a 100, a 300, 600, and 900. Joseph sold 7 of the $600 programs, $4,200. And this is my second month. Looks like 3 to 4 this week. Should be $5,000 to $6,000 this week. I'm 64. So I guess this program retired me. Imagine if that was the $900 program, right? $6,300 in 8 days. Daryl Hannah. Daryl used to be a welder, y'all. He had lost his job, had like negative $12 to his name. He was selling insurance and uh, ran across Legacy Builder, ran across digital marketing. This same exact thing, the same exact program. He got started in January of 2024. And here he made $3,350 in one day, $28,350 that month. Right, this is a few months ago. Daryl, in his first year, New Year's Eve, 2024, hit $300,000 in his first year. Am I wearing the same hat I am now? Yep, sure am, Kim. Right, right. You see that video from me? What on earth? I don't know why that popped up. I got to fix that. Click that blue button. Here's that video from Michelle. In just minutes, you'll see exactly how thousands have earned 100% profit from a done for you digital system that runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Okay. Here's some more stories in here. Pretty cool. Jessica Cox. Her and her husband live in a double wide trailer in a holler in West Virginia. She had tried 5 or 6 other programs, got started on this one, and this year alone, in the first 101 days, made $100,000 from a double wide trailer in a holler in West Virginia. Come on now. But then you can click here. It says, yes, I'm in. Show me how to make daily pay. And then you get into my website. You can see all 4 levels. You can see all about it, right? Just giving you, in its first 10 months, the Legacy Builder generated $29 million collectively, paying back 100% profit to people like you and me. Put a 100 in the comments if that's exciting. $29 million paying back to people just like you and me. Busy dads that want more time with their family, making 100% profit on done for you digital products. The great thing about done for you digital products, y'all, like I hope that you wrap your head around how awesome this is, because you don't have to create anything yourself. You don't have to take something new to the market and hope that it sells. This is proven to sell. People want to learn the skills to create income online. And this program is continually evolving, just like social media does. Right? You can even post free online ads. We give you 200 websites to post free online ads on high traffic websites. We even give you free copy paste ads that you can use for yourself. And those always direct people where? To your website, where they can learn more in their own time. You don't have to spend all your time educating people. You don't even have to take the time to make the sale. Somebody can go get into your automated system, go to your website, purchase one of the 4 products. They're going to get it delivered to them to their email instantly. They're going to get access to that program. They're going to get access to the community with 56,000 like-minded people. That's going to happen in the background, whether you're at your job, whether you're asleep, or you're at your kid's ball game, whether you're out fishing, hunting, whatever it is you like to do, and it's going to handle the payment processing for you. But you make 100% profit. Right? I told you I would tell you the 5 things that you need to make money online. If you want to hear the 5 things, and 4 of them are free, if you want to hear the 5 things you need to do to make money online, drop a 5 in the comments. But how would it feel? How would it feel to make $300,000 your first year? How would it feel to make $10,000 in your first 2 months? What kind of options would that give you? Right? Even if you made $300 a day on average at $109,500 a year, being debt free, putting money in that college fund, walking away from the overtime, walking away from that second job, shoot, maybe even walking away from your full time job, creating options. But what if you got better and better year two and you average $600 a day? That's $219,000 a year. I knew for me and my family that would really create options. That we would not only be debt free, my wife would be out of her job, and I would be knocking on the door of coming home myself. But for me, like I like my job. My job now, outside of turnaround, working 12-hour days, 6 days a week. I'm 40 hours a week. I enjoy my job. I get a lot of work life balance, but I would be crazy to think if I started averaging $900 a day, like I'm going to, at $328,500 a year, that I wouldn't want to walk away from that job and spend more time with my family. Be able to go on vacation when and where I wanted to without checking the bank account, without asking a boss for time off. But I'm sharing because it's for you too. It is absolutely for you too. But you have to be coachable. You have to be consistent. You got to learn some new skills because let's face it, Wayne, I see your five. I'm going to jump into it in just a second. If you already knew how to make money online, you wouldn't be here, right? And so you're probably just like I was. I needed something that was going to teach me, that was going to hold my hand. I needed that live mentorship multiple times a week. I needed those 5-minute daily videos to teach me what kind of content to make today. If you don't have 5 minutes a day to invest into your own online business, it's probably not for you then. And there's probably not one out there. All right. The five things you need. Four of them are free. I'm tech savvy, but need the daily videos in time. I'm not even tech savvy, Wayne. Guarantee it. I mean, I do some basic stuff on my computer for work, Microsoft Office, little stuff like that. But building a website was not in my wheelhouse. Now, me going and working on, you know, transmitters that measure pressure, temperature, level, and flow, working on control valves that control those processes in the plant, working with the automated systems that control all that, I can do that. Not as heavy on the automated systems anymore because I don't do that anymore. But one thing I knew about me is that I could learn a new skill. What advice would you give someone who may be scared to start? There's so many realms of scared to start. What if it doesn't work for me? Great for them. What are strangers on the internet going to say? What are my friends and family going to say? Wayne, you do automation? Yeah. Okay. I'm used to it's been a while since I'm in my job now. I don't have to mess with it anymore. But we were my old job, we were mainly Allen Bradley PLCs. Now we have some PLCs in our plant, but mostly DCS, Honeywell DCS. But I'm an instrument technician. Was for the longest time. Now I'm the instrumentation specialist. The five things you need. Okay, let's break it down. We touched on one of them already. We kind of touched on a couple of them, but I'll make it fast. Okay, because it's already 8:16, and I told my daughter I would be off by 8:30. My wife and youngest son, or that was our youngest daughter. My wife and youngest son He had Boy Scouts this evening, so they should be back pretty soon. So I'll be hopping off. Okay. So let's run through it real quick. 5 things you need to make money online. And it doesn't matter if it's digital marketing, something else. Oh, geez. The mentor is a little weird. Man, I just get to be myself. I just get to be myself. But I think that other men want to learn how to create income online. They deserve to learn how to create income online to get time back with their families. So me being a little weird, being a little kooky, I'm fine with that. Just get to be me, man. That's the one thing that really stood out to me is that I could just be myself. But now I get to help other dads be themselves and learn how to create money in the online space. Um, I forgot. Kim, one of the biggest things about being scared, I forgot to completely answer your question. Um, like if you're scared to start because it's something new, if that's one of your thoughts, put a one in the comments. If it's what are my friends and family going to say, put a two. If it's what about all those strangers on the internet running their head, put a three. Right? Because I can tell you right now, I had all those thoughts. But here's what you do just non belief in yourself, man, that's where I'm going to come alongside you. I'm going to believe in you more than you believe in yourself in the beginning because I know what's possible. I've helped other dads make thousands of dollars a month in the online space. I've seen it happen. And I know it's going to continue to happen because I'm going to continue to get better. I'm going to continue to pour into mentorship and training. I'm going to continue to hone my skills and I'm going to continue to pour that out because you can't pour out from an empty cup. And so, how many of us drive a car, drive a truck, whatever it may be? You drive on the daily. You've got a driver's license. You drive a vehicle. Most of us, right? We weren't born knowing how to drive a car. The first time might have been a little nerve wracking. Might have been a little jerky with the wheel. You might have hit the brakes a little too hard. You might have gunned the gas. You might have turned the corner a little too sharp. You might have forgot the blinker. There's so much stuff going on, overwhelmed, but you were excited to start driving. And so you practice and you got better and better with each rep. And now you look back and go, man, I don't even think about it. Like that's just a part of who I am now. And so, yeah, learning a new skill, getting into something new is scary, but that's where growth happens. That's absolutely where growth happens. Paul, what's up, brother? Paul just got started with me. He's getting going. I'm excited for Paul, y'all. Man, tell y'all, Paul, you mind if I share a little bit about your story and why you got started? Would that be okay, Paul? Giddy up, bro. How much would you say that this? I don't know what you mean, Kim. Paul said, giddy up. So Paul lives here in Texas. I didn't know Paul. Paul's been had his own businesses. Um, he had a vending machine business that was doing pretty good, but it was on other people's properties, right? Some car washes, and some of those car washes, those vending machines attracted people that started vandalizing those vending machines, vandalizing the car washes. Those car wash companies said, "Hey, I need you to get your money making machines out of here." Something completely out of Paul's control overnight took a large portion of his income out of his hand. Just like something could happen to us where businesses cut back, there's layoffs. They're asking people to take pay cuts so the business can stay in business. That something could happen overnight. They just decide, hey, we're going to go a different direction. We're going to pay somebody younger with less experience, less money to do the same job you're doing. We no longer need you. How much time would you say this new gig takes away from your everyday life? start now before you hit bottom. Absolutely, Paul, right? Fix your roof before it rains. How much time? On average, it's 2 hours a day. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't think I had 2 hours a day because I was working that full-time job, mowing yards, evenings, weekends. I get home at 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to read my Bible and go work out and be at work by 6:30. I didn't have 2 hours a day to sit down and punch a clock, is what I thought. But when I realized I was already wasting a lot of time on social media, doom scrolling, I was wasting time watching TV and that little bit of downtime that I did get, thinking, oh, I deserve to relax. Logan, what you're doing is not getting you ahead in life. You got to do something else. You got to make some time to do that. And when I realized I could just trade some of that time I was doom scrolling social media, wasting time consuming social media, and I could take that time and create content that attracted people to me, following the simple strategy, following the daily mentorship, I began to see I was like, I'm coachable. I can learn new skills. Like, yeah, I could do that. I could stop wasting time and just start using that time to create some content, to respond to some messages, to respond to some emails, to direct people to my website, to go live a couple times a week. So on average, it's 2 hours a day. And I break it up. I may create a minute and a half video in the morning while I'm working out, post that. Now that content's out there working 24/7. My lunch break, I go for a walk on my lunch break, get 2 miles in. I may create a 7-second video, another minute video, maybe 2 minutes. Logan's a great coach and mentor. I appreciate it, Paul. Thanks, brother. So doing that, and then get off work, or I catch it. I may have some videos already loaded. I did make a video on my lunch break today. I'd made another one, man, because the TikTok has been weird here lately. It's deleting all my comments. I could say, have the best day ever, and it deletes it. I could post it again on somebody else's, and it's going to delete it. I could appeal both of them. One of them might give me a strike. The other one gets reposted, or they say they're going to repost the video or repost the comment and then just don't. And so I started making some videos trying to respond to some comments, right? I don't know what's going on with it since the new update the other day, but there's only a few of us that are getting affected. So adversity's happening. Like, this is life advice. Adversity's happen in life. Like, and you get to decide what happens. You can either get bitter or you can get better. You can get knocked down and stay down. And I've been there in life. Or you can decide to get back up on your feet and fight for your family's future. It just is what it is. And there are too many dads, and this is from personal experience, and there are no stones in my hand, right? I'm not condemning, I'm not shaming. I'm just speaking some hard truth to maybe somebody that needs to hear it tonight, that if you're not making money in the online space in one form or fashion or another, and you're not using automated systems, and you're still struggling to get by in life, and you're not getting the time with your family that you want, it's your fault. And here's why. Because now that you know that it's actually possible, it's your responsibility to do something with it. You can sit on it like a chicken sitting on an egg, hoping it'll hatch, or you can take action. Right? And you might be scared, and you might be thinking, well, it works for him, it works for Brian, it works for all these other people, it works 56,000 people inside the community. But what if it doesn't work for me? Is what you're doing working for you? Is it getting you the life that you want? If the answer is no, then you got to do something different. And it may not be this, and that's okay. Right? If you get in there and You click the link in my bio because you want to learn more, and you put your email in and you look at my website and you start getting the emails from me and you say it's not for you, hit unsubscribe. It's no skin off my back. There's 5 billion people on social media. And all I need is 12 customers a month to make $10,000 with my top selling program because it generates $900 and 100% profit each and every time. But next month, when we launch in Spanish and we launch AI training and more affiliate marketing training and more TikTok shop training, my top program is going to be bringing me $1,400 every single sale. But it could do the exact same thing for you too, right? That top program next month. And here's the thing, you could get started today at one of the 4 programs, start working your way up. You have to be at that top $900 program to unlock that next level. But then you would have 10 streams of income making 100% profit. Learn how to create multiple streams of passive income. So I didn't even touch on it. The 5 things you need. Let's make it quick. 4 of these are free. Okay. Let's touch on those. Well, we'll touch on the, been on here an hour almost. I got to do the puzzle piece real quick. There we go. We're back. All right. So you need a product or a service. You need something to sell to be able to make money, right? Yes or no? You need something to sell, product or a service, right? The Legacy Builder program gave me 4 done for you digital products that I didn't have to worry about creating. And it's going to do the same thing for you too, right? Depending on which level you invest at, and you get to choose whichever level. You get to choose if you put it on PAY plans or not. I didn't even know there were PAY plans. I whipped out a credit card, put it on there, and I was like, if I make 100% profit, all I need is 1 sale to get return on my investment. 1 sale. And so you need a product or something to sell. You need an automated system because who has time to sit down and send email after email after email, trying to do the fortunes and the follow up? And I'm trying to follow up with this customer, I'm sending them this email and sending them that email. And, I got busy because I worked 12 hours at work today and come home and was doing some laundry and spending time with the wife and the kids and doing some dishes and getting lunch ready for tomorrow. And I forgot to send them an email. Dang it. But you don't have to worry about it with this free automated email system that we give you. Because when somebody goes to your website and they put their email in because they want to find out what you're doing and how they could do it too, within 5 minutes, they're going to get an email. And you're going to do the same thing if you go to the link in my bio to learn more. It may be in your spam, junk, or promotions folder if you don't see it in your inbox, but I can guarantee you it's going to be there. Okay. So you need something to sell. You need an automated system that takes care of the education, takes care of the sales, takes care of the delivery, takes care of the payment, and you make 100% profit. Okay. Then you need to learn how to create content that is discoverable. Don't create generic, bland content throwing spaghetti at a wall, hoping something sticks. We're going to teach you inside the program and with the daily mentorship and my mentorship, you're going to learn how to create content that attracts customers to you. Not just any customer, but your perfect customer. We even teach you who your perfect customer is. Okay. Because here's the thing, there's people out there making content all the time. But if they're not getting their message in front of the right people, how likely are they going to be able to make money in online space? Right, think about normal old school marketing. On a Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, they're probably showing kids' toys, kids' cereal, cleaning supplies, laundry detergent, in a peaceful house where everything's all put together and the mom is smelling the laundry detergent. They're not trying to sell beer and wings and pizza at 9 o'clock in the morning, but during the Super Bowl, they are. And they're trying to sell trucks and power tools. I got you, Kim. I'm almost done. I'm on step 3. Right? That's marketing, getting your product, your service in front of the right people at the right time. But using social media, it's always out there. Your perfect customer is always out there around the world somewhere. And when you learn how to use the algorithms and use social media to have that pushed out to those people, especially on this platform, those people that want what you have to offer, it's a game changer, y'all. It is an absolute game changer. And then this is something that's inside you or it's not. You have to be coachable and you have to be consistent. I'll loop the last two together. Coachable and consistent. Because if you buy a gym membership and show up for a week and go, "Oh, I really want biceps. I really want a 6-pack ab. I really want to bench 315." You show up for a week, you think that's going to happen? No. You have to be consistent. The online space is no different. Your job is no different. If you don't consistently show up to your job, what's going to happen? Anybody? What's going to happen if you don't show up consistently to your job? You're going to get fired. You're not going to work there much longer. You got to be consistent, but you're your own boss here. You don't have employees, you don't have a boss. You're your own CEO. But you got to be coachable because if you already knew what to do, if you already knew how to create content that attracted people to you and you already had something to sell and you knew how to market that and brand that and get it in front of the right people, you wouldn't need any of this. So here's the deal. If this is you, put a yes in the comments. Are you willing to buy a product that's going to teach you how to create income in online space? That's going to give you proven to sell digital products? That's going to give you an automated system that's going to work for you 24/7 so that you can generate income while you're working your full-time job, while you're asleep, while you're on vacation. Something that you can work in the pockets of your day 10, 20 minutes at a time, 2 hours a day, make 100% profit. Are you willing to learn how to make videos that attract customers to you? Are you willing to learn how to make videos that are discoverable, that people see? And are you willing to do it every day and learn some new skills? And if that's you, drop a one in the comments. Listen, you can click the link in my bio, dailypaidchampions.com to learn more. Okay. Drop your email in there. You'll get an email from me within 5 minutes. Okay. Here's what best way to get a hold of me to avoid all the scammers, spammers on here. Respond to that email. Okay. With any question, with any concern you might have. Because that website and those emails, they're going to answer 98% of your questions. Okay. But that other 2%, reach out to me. I will have a message conversation with you. I will text with you. I will hop on the phone with you. I will do a video call and show you inside the program, inside the community, whatever it may be. Because I want you to have enough information for you to make an informed choice. Like this is one thing I didn't want to do was be like a high pressure salesman. Not going to do it. I'm not going to pressure somebody into buying something they didn't really want to buy, but they feel guilty. And now they're going to show up and go, that didn't work for me. Well, no. Like, listen, if it's not for you, you don't see yourself being able to create content, following a proven strategy, you're not willing to do that, and it's not for you, that's okay. I would rather you not buy a product from me. But if you're desperate for something to change, you know something in your life has to break free, and you're willing to do something different, Something that probably your friends and family would be like, "Oh, you're doing one of those things. I can't believe you fell for that." Who cares? Don't even tell them if you don't want to. Shoot, I started a brand new social media channel and didn't even link my contacts because I don't want my friends and family and my coworkers knowing about it. But I'll tell you what did happen when I did share on my personal IG and FB. I made my first 4 sales from there. But for a couple of weeks, I sat back and was like, "Oh man, I don't want to bug my friends and family." And when I switched that mindset to, man, there's people just like me that would love to bring in an extra $900 a month. They would really love to bring in an extra $900 a week. So why am I being stingy and not sharing? And so I started just sharing a little bit, following that attraction marketing method without spamming my friends and family, without sending them messages, living in the DMs. Hey, you got to check out what I'm doing. Nah, but we teach you how to do that. We teach you how to attract customers without being spamming, without being gimmicky, without being high pressure. How you can be yourself and be able to make $10,000 a month in the online space. All right. Well, it's past my time. I got to go. I hope to hear from y'all. Send me a message. Click that link in my bio. Drop your email in if you want to learn more about how to create income in the online space, how to start having your own $5,000 to $10,000 months in a couple hours a day, following a proven strategy. Listen, I hope y'all have a great day.